Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day. I figured I'd do a short little video on how God is light because I've been hearing on the internet lately that with all this alien disclosure stuff that's going on, that they're saying that when the aliens come, they're going to say that they're our creator and that Jesus is just made up and God is made up and all that stuff. And I just wanted to put a little spin on their agenda. What we're seeing here is an image from Mount Peniel out here in Utah, which they've taken this image off of Google Earth, but I screenshotted it before they took it away. And what we see here is there's an eye here, a mouth, and the nose is right in this area. And this is a face right here. And then right above it is another face, an eye here, the nose area here. And it merges with the other face, and it's wearing a little like hoodie kind of thing here. And then right here is another face. There's an eye, a nose, a big mustache, and a beard. And all three faces merged together. And this face here is wearing like a wizard's hoodie kind of cape thing. And the arms come down around the other two images. This is at Mount Peniel. And this is Jacob. When Jacob saw God face to face, he named the place Peniel. So when I found this image at Mount Peniel, I was absolutely blown away, and this was one of the first images I seen on Google Earth, and it made me think of that verse of Jacob meeting God face to face and naming it Peniel. But in the Bible, in 1 John 1:5, it says, "This then is the measure which we have heard of him and declare unto you, that God is light and in him is no darkness at all." God is light. I had an experience on March 23rd, 2019. I went to bed, and as soon as I laid down in bed, I just laid down. And it normally takes me a while to fall asleep. But as soon as my head hit the pillow, I was like paralyzed. And then I was consciously taken into this voided area. It was nothing but a void. And in front of me was this liquid pulsating plasma type cube with block letters ME on it. And it was pulsating a light blue and white light, and it was absolutely amazing. And I was consciously aware of everything, and I was consciously aware that I was paralyzed. And I looked off into the distance. There was a little white light off in the distance, and as soon as my eyes connected with the little white light, it raced towards me and became enormous and engulfed me. And I was out of consciousness for quite a while after that point. And then when I snapped out of it, I woke up in bed and I sat up, and in my head, a voice said to me, "No one gets to the Father except through me." And then I was all flustered and I didn't know what was going on. And I sat up in bed to get out of bed, and my foot hit the floor. And the same voice said to me, "This is your first step." And then I went out into the kitchen to get a drink of water because I was so flustered I had to calm down. And I became calm again, and I had realized that I must have just met Jesus and God. And because it was just out of this world. It was something that is not hard. It's hard to explain. I mean, I met a liquid pulsating silver cube that was pulsating a light blue light and white light, and it had block letters of me on it. And then in the Bible, it says that God is light, and this light rushed towards me and consumed me. And when I sat up in bed, it said, no one gets to the Father except through me. And I had just met the me cube. So I was like, this must have been Jesus and God that I have just met, because there's nothing like it else explained anywhere else except for the little hidden innuendos in the Bible. And after that, I went back to bed, and a couple days later, I was playing on Google Earth, and I was hypnotized and brought all over the globe on Google Earth and shown all these images that had to come from some type of plasma effect. And God is light. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is all these images of these faces that are all over everything are coming from the light of God. And there's no other explanation for it that I can think of other than God's artwork. So I have a few videos. I have, I believe, 4 videos that are part 1 through 4 of God's artwork, that I go over all the images that God brought me on a journey over Google Earth to show you all these faces all over the place. And I hope that you come and watch them so you can also see the artwork of God that is right here on our ground beneath our feet for us to discover and to share our discoveries with. And I wanted to let you know that God is light. So, of course, they're going to have the alien agenda say that there is no such thing as God and Jesus, and that the alien is our creator, because they're trying to deceive the world. A great deception is coming, and the Bible tells us that there's a great deception coming. And now that we have all this artificial intelligence going on, and all these data centers, and all of their Starlinks and their Space Force, and all this crazy stuff going on, they're going to dupe us with all their technology that we're not aware of, and we're going to think it's some kind of alien technology when it's just the humans playing with their new toys and taking over the world and throwing everyone into complete chaos so they can clamp down on us with the mark of the beast and the beast system that is in the process of being made right before our very eyes. So I just wanted to put this video out there so you can get a clear understanding that God is a light source, and it's a magnificent light. It's the purest white, and there is no darkness in it at all. It's pure. It's a white that I had never imagined in my lifetime that could exist. It's the whitest white that's out of our color spectrum. And it's pure energy and force. And it's a consuming light. And we come from that light. Our world is created through His power and His imagination that is beyond our understanding. So I just wanted to share my experience with you so you can expand your mind when you're reading the Bible to understand the little hidden innuendos. Jesus said, no one gets to the Father except through me, and I met a me cube. And then we have all this dark cube stuff going on planet Earth where they pray to a black cube at I think it's the UN or something like that, and all this stuff. That's just Satan's tactic of trying to mimic God and Jesus. They are one. They are the life source of our reality, and we are like players in a simulation. And that's what Satan is trying to do. He's trying to get us to worship him, take over the simulation, run us like a bunch of little vacant brains, and make AI our all-knowing mind on the planet, which is total chaos and totally messed up. So I hope this has helped somebody. I hope this is making sense to you, that God's light creates the images on earth in our skies, on the sides of mountains. If you look at the scenery and really take a look at it and take your blinders off of this worldly view that we've been programmed in, and really start to look at things like rocks and wood and the sky and sides of scenery and stuff all throughout our natural environment, you'll start to see faces and numbers and letters and stuff like that. They're all over the place. And in my video collection that I have, which is only a few videos, I go over the faces that I was shown. So hopefully you'll come and see the videos so you can see, because most of the images that I have discovered have been blurred out of Google Earth, and that is for some nefarious reason. Why would they blur out images that I found on Google Earth, and they're letting all the other images stay up on Google Earth that other people find, but the stuff that I found relating to God and Jesus, they've blurred out. So that's nefarious, and I don't know why they're doing that, but almost every image that I found that I proclaim to be Jesus's face, they've blurred off Google Earth, including this one, because this face right here is what Jesus looks like. And this face right here. And this face right here is a wizard face. And this face is also found in the Atlantic Ocean too. I found that one too. I'll make another video going over everything again that is still available on the Google Earth in the next couple of days, but I just wanted to put this one out there for everybody, that the alien agenda that's coming, and them putting the innuendo out there already that God doesn't exist and Jesus doesn't exist and the aliens are our God and creator, is a bunch of baloney. It's total garbage. And they should be ashamed for putting that out into the minds of mankind, but they're nefarious entities that work for the pit, so they have no conscience and no morals, and they're completely out of control. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a beautiful, blessed day out there, and I hope this has helped somebody open their mind to the reality that we're in. We live in a simulation of God's creation. He is light. Jesus is light, and we are made in their image, their imagination, and we are the creation of their imagination of life. And now they're going to have these aliens coming, and they're nothing but a lab-made entity that they're going to say is coming from somewhere else, but they just made them in their laboratories with all their cloning and AI technology and all that stuff. It's just garbage. So take care. Have a nice day. Please leave a comment and like and share if you're led to do that. And I hope that you watch my other videos. Take care. Bye-bye.